Helen's in Tunbridge Wells. Question or answer, Helen?
Hi, James.
Hello.
Hello. I've just had a tooth extraction, my first ever one.
It's not the medical hour. Clive does that.
No, I'm all right.
Carry on.
I survived it. It was a bit traumatic.
Well done. Which tooth was it?
My wisdom tooth.
Oh, you poor thing.
I know, it was horrible. It's all right. It's all right.
Yes.
Part of my recovery is to do salt rinses.
Yes.
So I'm doing them quite religiously and keeping it all clean. I want to know why I can have a plate of chips and I can put lots of salt on them, and at the end I could run my finger around the plate and lick that salt off and go, oh, it's just delicious. And salt water, it just tastes disgusting. I mean, I do it, and even if you leave it in your mouth afterwards, you spit it out and there's still that taste. It tastes so different to the salt you put on the food. And I don't know why. Why would it be so different? Why don't you go, salty, lovely?
Is it not just concentration?
Well, I don't know, because I don't put loads of salt on my food, but if you do, you can get a really salty chip and you go, that's all right, it just sits in your mouth,
does, doesn't
and it's fine. But salt water, bleh.
Have you tried mixing salt with fat and swilling that around your mouth instead?
No,
don't do that. I was just wondering if the fat has some effect upon the salt, because we all recognise it's almost impossible to imagine a chip that's too salty.
But I could even dip my finger in the salt bowl and lick it and it would be all right. It's something about with the water is just...
So why does salt water taste so foul?
Yeah.
I quite like that. And good luck with the tooth.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Fatima's in Sudbury. Fatima, question or answer?
An answer.
Carry on, Fatima.
It's an answer to the question about the salt. When it's on the chips, you can have it, or you can dip your finger on the salt and it won't taste so bad, but in the water it tastes bad. The reason why is because of the minerals in the water. If you do the same thing, put it on a cucumber or a lettuce, where one of those vegetables that has more quantity of water in them, the taste would still taste bad, as the same as putting it in the water. So it's the minerals in the water that intensifies the taste of the salt.
Really?
Yes.
But you need to put salt on salad. But not as much as you do on chips.
Yes, so if you put more on the salad, you would not be able to eat it. But if you put more on the chips, you can still eat it, because the potato, when you fry it, the water is already taken out on the process of frying. But if you put it on a raw...
So water makes salt saltier, is what you're telling us?
Yes.
It just doesn't sound likely, but all of your explanation sounds perfectly plausible. What are your qualifications?
A mother.
Oh, I was hoping you were going to say something a little bit more academical than that. A mother. Water makes salt saltier. I can't accept that as an answer.
You have to, because it's the minerals in the water. Because the water
that's
has
just you're
a
just
lot of
saying
minerals.
words. Yeah, water has a lot of minerals. Honestly.
Yes.
It's not. I mean, that doesn't make you sound more authoritative.
The minerals and everything in the water. If you take a water that is filtered and stripped of all the natural minerals of the water and put salt in it and put a normal tap water on the salt, it will not taste it will not be the same.
Rubbish.
Yes, absolutely.
That's absolute cobblers. I tell you what, I've heard some nonsense on this hour, but that takes the absolute
cake. Give me a round of applause.
Get your own round, or you can applaud yourself.
You would not get an answer better.
Shut the front door. You are not getting a round of applause for suggesting that water makes salt saltier.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
What, saltier than salt? Water makes salt saltier than salt is. Just use some fancy language. Say some clever things. Oh. I can't give you a round of applause, Fatima, I'm sorry.
I get a better answer, then I'll accept it.
Yeah, all right, same here. If I get a better answer, they'll get a round of applause, but you're not having that. Scott, you could have just said something like electrolytes or something, I don't know.
It's a question, please, James.
Come on, then.
Been working in Ramsgate today, and I've seen all these giant anchors on these big plimps from these giant boats from yesteryear.
Yeah.
Now, we all know how an anchor works. You chuck it in and it sticks under